Sing to the rock, sing to the tree, sing to the firefly lighting up the sky. Sing, sing to the sea.
Hello, I'm Mary Wheelan, and this is The Song, a show that features songwriters and their original songs. And today I am very pleased to present Dean McHugh.
I love him so much, hope he stays safe, that nothing bad gets him before I go. Just need to say, would you take good care of my guy? Would you be there for him when I die? Would you take good care of my guy? I'm gone so long, but I'm trying. Remember when you put your thumb in your mouth, you blew up the muscle, my eyes wide at the thing you did. Would you take good care of my guy? Would you be there for him when I die? Would you take good care of my guy? Would you be there for him when I die? Would you take good care of my guy? I'm gone so much, but I'm trying. That one was called Take Good Care, and this next one is called Diane. Reaching out at night, I see why she's tired. It's been a long time, but when she's gone, I can't go home. She's my a Christmas day. The art of fabric formed to touch a joy. Steel made hot to fry, high pieces that we are. High bird is in the brine, but when she's gone, I can't go home. She's my one and only home. The hours from her must have slipped away to make the lights of boys and girls awake. But when she goes, I can't go home. If I go, I'll be back before you know. I say stay, for all time you'll be with me. For the moment I am with you. Till I go, I'm here with you. If I go, when I go, if I go, how will I go? Thanks.
Well, I'm so glad you could be here today, Dean.
Thanks for having me on, Mary.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Really nice songs, and also I noticed that really very expressive, like really emotional. You know, the way you deliver the song is really good too, not
Thank
just
you.
the song. And so that's good, very good. Now, you really have loved music for a long time.
Yeah,
Right.
I was introduced to the Eurythmics by my mother when I was a small kid, and that kind of was what I remember as being the first kind of moment that I was falling in love with sounds and music, and it was really amazing. From there on to explore all the music that my mom kind of introduced to me. But I didn't play any instruments until I was 25, was when I started to play guitar.
But you sang?
Yeah, I would sing.
And that's an instrument.
Yeah. To myself, though, you know, not in a performative way.
Yeah. So you didn't start playing an instrument till you were 25?
Yeah. A friend of mine gave me a lesson, and then I just looked up songs that I liked by other artists and learned how to play them, and started writing my own soon after that.
Okay, so you actually didn't write any songs until you started playing an instrument?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right, because sometimes people might sing songs, or they might have written poetry. Had you written any poetry or anything?
No, I really didn't have that outlet, or I think maybe I needed it, but didn't know exactly how to discover that outlet until I started playing guitar. So, yeah, I didn't really write poetry. I just kind of obsessed over listening to other people's music, and yeah.
And now you've done some recording of your songs.
Yeah, the last two songs, the first two songs that we just heard that I played are on a collection called Take Care of My Guy, and that's up on Bandcamp. And yeah, that was my first time recording music on, or music with just guitar and my voice together. I realized that I have written music before I started playing guitar, but very limited, and it was mostly like electronic music on my computer. But this album came out of my learning guitar and was a lot more special, or felt a bit more special to me. So, yeah.
Now, I would think you might have, without even thinking of it as your own music, you may have hummed or whistled tunes when you were a kid that were really your own original.
Sure, yeah. I mean, I oftentimes would listen to other people's music and then try to add my own melodies into it while I was listening.
Yeah. So you kind of were.
Yeah.
Were already composing music without even realizing it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's great. Well, you know, you really, now I know you must be very busy because you're in graduate school, right?
I'm actually on leave until the fall.
Oh, okay.
So I have a lot of time to write music now.
Oh, now
right
you
now,
do.
Which is
Okay,
great.
well, that's good.
Yeah.
And are you doing gigs?
I haven't been. I'm in this cycle of writing right now,
More
and then
writing,
eventually I will play out. And so this is my first gig in 3 years.
Wow. Now, well, this is a good way to have your first gig in a few years, is to come on here, and then maybe people will see you and say, hey, come play.
Yeah.
And so how would people reach you if they were interested in having you?
That's a good question. I would say probably through the Bandcamp page. I don't know if, I'm assuming my email's up there, but I can't remember. I'll have to check. But through the Bandcamp page, which is...
Great.
I believe the address is Little, Little, Dean, no.
I think the word Woods is in there too.
Yeah. I think it's either deanwoods.bandcamp.com or littledeanwoods.bandcamp.com. But my stage name right now is Dean McHugh.
Dean McHugh.
So you can just Google that in Bandcamp and it'll be up there.
Yeah. Yeah, I put in Dean McHugh, and that's how I got to
great.
Bandcamp.
Cool.
Yeah, that's how I got there.
Good to know that works.
So, so it works. And so, anyway, why don't you do another song, and then we'll talk a little more.
Sure. The kid that ran away from you ascribed himself to points of view that were not him, and he was sad. And now the beast that's in him crawls and roams around without the balls he called his own for so long. Play that one again. One about the place where boys go into graves and men crawl out and take what they think is mine. In 1995, the messiness was wide. It belonged to you and I.
Well, I really liked that one. It was really different.
Thanks.
And it ended really abruptly, so I was kind of surprised by that, but that's good. That's a good effect to have on a song.
I've been experimenting with abruptness in my music. That's an old song that that goes along with the first two from that recording, and I'm finding that a lot of my songs are about specific people, and that song is about two of my good friends, and it's called Ross and Dave. And the first two songs I played were, first one was about my dad, and the second one was about my mom. And finding in my music that really talking and writing about my relationships is something that really drives the songs. So we'll see if that continues going forward into the new songs that I'm working on. But
so the subject matter is often about people you know and relationships. Now, what about influences in terms of your music?
All sorts. I really like Neil Young, Paul Simon. My favorite band has been for like the past 7 years this band called Animal Collective. I first saw them at Hampshire College when I was there, and their music is really interesting and different, and it's been a big influence on me. And folks who know Animal Collective can probably hear it in my music a little bit.
Great. Now, you mentioned Hampshire College. That's what brought you out here to Western Mass, right?
I actually went to UMass for a year, and then I transferred to Hampshire.
Yeah. Okay. So, and but prior to going to college, you were living in the Boston area?
Yep. I grew up in Charlestown, in that neighborhood, which is like the north side of the city.
Now, do you think? I know your mother, her interest in music really kind of influenced you. Did the area that you lived in influence you in any way, your neighborhood or anything?
I don't know. That's for maybe someone to. Maybe I should take a look at my music and see how it reflects living in, like, growing up in an pretty urban place. And I know that I really like being out here now as opposed to being in a city. So maybe that's working its way out in my music. I'm not sure. But I didn't get out to see a lot of local music when I was a teenager in Boston. I wasn't really part of like that scene at all. So I go often home to see bands play now, but not really like a lot of local stuff. Sometimes.
Now do you co-write with anybody or play instruments with other people, like jam at all? Or
I played a show at the Flywheel in East Hampton once, and I had a friend of mine drum with me.
Oh, cool.
That was great. I feel, because I am not like a really great musician technically, I have a little bit of like wariness about playing with other people, because I often feel like I can't follow what they're doing and they have to kind of follow what I'm doing, because I'm at like this very rudimentary level in terms of playing guitar. So, but I think that but
it's adequate.
It's adequate, yeah, which is good. I'm right there at that point where it's adequate enough that I can write songs, but also I think the simplicity of my playing also kind of helps me write, or contributes to the writing in some way, as opposed to...
Now, other people playing with you, I mean, if it's, say, your song that you're playing and you're playing it on the guitar, they should be following you.
Yeah.
Not you following them. They should be following you.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, I would like to be able to play with other people playing their music
playing
someday.
Their music too.
Yeah. But my friend Elliot, he and I have played a few times, just experimenting, improvising, together in the basement of the house that I live in. And yeah.
Great. Well, that's nice
Yeah.
that you've been doing that.
Yeah.
That's great. Well, I know you have a couple more songs to do.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, before that,
Mm-hmm.
do you have any advice you'd want to give to people who are older? I ask older people sometimes if they had advice for younger songwriters. Do you have any advice musically or in terms of writing songs that you'd like to give to older
That's
folks?
a really interesting question. I have this, it's interesting, I have this fear of losing some sort of edge in my writing as I get older. And there are a bunch of like artists that I like, musicians and musical artists who I have found as they get older, I like their music less, or like less their decisions and their choices in their music. But for other artists who are getting older, they continue to make really interesting music, and I don't think I can give advice to older musicians, but that is something I think about a lot, is how will I relate to music when I'm older, and as I'm getting older, how will my writing change and why? Yeah.
And keeping it fresh.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. Yeah.
But at the same time, I don't want to try to be keeping it fresh just to keep it fresh, to have some edge. You know, if it's not what's in my heart and soul, then I mean, I think that's the most important thing to follow, is like what you want to do, no matter what it is. So.
Good advice. So anyway, you got a couple more.
Yeah,
and
these
so
are new
let's hear 'em.
songs. Oh, life, would you love me now? Would you take my hand? Would you show me how? I know just what you want. I know you want me to mess it all up now. Touch myself and look at things with cynicism. Override perspective that I'm living in. Lose all wit to make a decision. Said no way, no. Subscribe to a granular existence and forgetting how I did feel way back when. Don't care what goes into me, then I said no way, no. Letting go of all responsibility, teaching less and losing all ability. Passion's gone and every trace of me. I said no way, no. Forget myself, getting lost in hedonism, selling out for my own comfort creaturism. There's no pain for anyone really. I said no way, no.
Would you love me now? Would you take my hand? Would you show me how? I know just what you want, just what you need. I know you need me to fuck it all up now. But I like it when we sing. Never did what I needed to do. I stayed inside all day and night. I never made what I needed to make. Controller was my only tool. I didn't have what I needed to have. An unobstructed view of the sky. Never noticed all I missed. Start somewhere soon, or I may miss this song. Stop playing your games. Stop watching your screens. Stop reading your books. I am lost up inside here. Fill me up with things I don't need to know. Running round my head, these things are spinning me around. It's like I'm here and I'm there and I don't know where. Here and I'm there and I don't know where. Stop playing your games. Stop watching your screens. Stop reading. Stop reading. Stop reading your books.